Namaste, my wonderful Scorpio friends. Welcome to my channel. My name is Celine. I'm a counseling psychologist, a hypnotherapist, and an intuitive tarot reader. Now, I blend both spiritual insight and psychological interpretation in my readings. Now, today you're not here by chance because the spirit has something important to reveal to you this week. So, let's begin by clearing this space and releasing all negative energies. Now I'm going to invite your spirit guides, your higher self, and your ancestors to be present during this reading. Now the sound may be a little loud for some of you, so please turn down the volume. All right, so let's begin. I'm going to start by calling upon a sea spirit from the ocean, and let's see what spirit. Okay, they want to come, no, but it's too many, so they said no. Okay, so let's see what message you have. Wow, you have the ocean goddess. Look at that. How beautiful this card is. Okay, so let's read what this ocean goddess has to say to you. Embrace your inner creativity and flexibility, navigating life's twists and turns with ingenuity. Okay, so you ask you to be more genuine. Okay, so whatever those twists and turns that is coming with this not being ingenuine, so they want you to embrace your creativity, and they also ask you to be a bit more flexible. Now, I don't know about you, Scorpios, but I feel sometimes, okay, sorry to say this, some of you, okay, Scorpions by nature can be stubborn. Okay, not all, okay, but it is in your birthright, okay, it is in your DNA. All right, so don't worry too much about it. The goddess is here to assist you in your turbulence week. So let's see what other messages are coming in for you from the tarot. So I'm going to pull some cards from the tarot. Now, I sense that you're a very emotional person. There's 3 cards just fell right there. So I'm going to take all the 3 cards. I'm going to put as they fell. Okay. Look, okay. So we have the Page of Swords, and we have the 8 of Pentacles, and we have the 9 of Cups. So in a little while, we're going to deep dive and look at each of these cards and see what other message or messages these cards have for you, okay? Now, before I begin, my wonderful Scorpio friends, please remember this is a collective reading. So take what resonates and leave the rest. Also, it'll be great if you can help me grow my channel by liking it, subscribing it, and by sharing the videos. So let's begin. When I look at your cards in one glance, I feel there's lots happening. There's lots of knowledge, there's lots of learning, there's a lot of self-development. Okay, you're going to be so resourceful that you are going to jump. Okay, but I am so excited to reveal, okay, what these cards are in store for you. So let's start with the first one. Okay, Page of Swords. Now, Page is a young kid. Okay, it's kind of like inexperienced. Okay, but also very curious. Want to learn and want to explore. And swords are linked with intellectuals. So I sense, okay, and feel there's going to be or you might have currently done a lot of learning. Okay, I noticed that probably some of you might have gone to some school and, you know, got a degree, or you might have gone somewhere and gained some knowledge. Okay, sometimes when you travel, when you travel, you gain a lot of knowledge as well. It's not only through the books, but you can have also gained some knowledge and some ideas by chatting with people. So I noticed that recently you might have, asked people, or you might be a chatty yourself, or you might be very curious, you might be doing a lot of communication lately, asking people, talking to people, getting knowledge. Okay, I noticed there is lots of transformation in your mind, is happening. So you are fearlessly moving from one stage of your knowledge to another. If you can look at this card, this person is walking on a very thin rope or rod. I don't know. It's looked like a rod to me. Okay. It can just break anytime, but you don't care. You just want to learn the knowledge and get the ideas and be more creative. Okay. Because that's what's on your mind right now. Your mind is all about getting as much information and resources I can to move. Okay, so you're very vigilant. Your mind is like a Speedy Gonzales, gaining all this, information. Da 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 da. Okay, and yeah, awesome. I mean, like, I really like this card. Okay, now once you have gained all this knowledge and this information, okay, that you are hungry for, and you have already obtained it, I sense that you are going to put all that you learn and make that skill to the best you can. You're going to be a great craftsperson. Your skills are going to be enlightened. You are going to be very committed. I sense that you're going to, be very dedicated. There's going to be a lot of discipline, and you're going to put in lots and lots and lots of high standards in your talent and your skill. Okay, or you are going to learn, and then you're going to brush up the current skill, or you're going to learn a new skill completely. Okay, not necessarily you need to go to school, but you can also brush up your skills by watching videos, doing in online courses, or by talking to people. I feel, though I am a psychologist and a counselor myself, whatever I studied in the university, but each time I go into the prison and, link with the inmates, I gather a lot of information because they are the one in the ground experiencing it. I only learned from the research. Okay, and remember, okay, whatever research that was done that I learned in school, it's already phasing out, because now we are in line, learning how to deal with the new generation. And the new generation are the Z generation. Okay, the X and the Y, the millennials are now going to take, a back stand. All right, so the new ones, okay, I know the new generation, the alpha generation, the oldest alpha generation is already about 16 years old right now. Okay, so we are now going to put our skills, our thoughts, our resources in how to work with the new generation. And you really need to know how to work with the new generation, because they are totally different in their thoughts, in their feelings, and in their actions. They are very different. Okay, so you are now going to master in how to brush your skill to the best. Okay, you're going to master it, you're going to skill it, and then once you have done that, my wonderful Scorpio friends, you are going to fly. Okay, you are just going to fly. There's abundance coming your way. You're going to be so full with life itself. Okay, there's going to be a lot of contentment. There's going to be a lot of satisfaction, because you have learned this, you have mastered it, and now you're going to enjoy the fruit of it. I see there's a lot of material wealth okay, material abundance, wealth, money, everything. You're going to be so emotionally fulfilled, emotionally satisfied. Okay, your goals are coming to a full fruition. Wow, because number 9 is about completion, it's about fulfillment. Okay, number 8 is about attaining. You are, whatever you have learned, you attain, and you're going to move forward, and you're going to change it, you're going to master it. And now, okay, you're going to do the completion, and you're going to be fully satisfied. Wow. Okay, you're going to embrace your own inner creativity. Whatever you have learned, you're going to create. But at the same time, please be warned, please be a little bit more flexible here. Okay. And once you navigate your life with all this twist, when you're learning new skill, you need to a little bit need to be adaptable. You need to be versatile. You can't be just learning. You need to be a bit more, open in your thoughts. Because when you learn and you read, there's a lot of different resources coming your way, and you can't be an old school thought. You need to be very open, and once you're open, you're able to flourish. Okay, so there's going to be a lot of twists and turns that coming along with your resources. Okay, so be genuine in your thoughts as well as in what you're learning. All right, don't stick with what it's in the past. And once you're able to go and mold what is out there, you're going to be so happy. Oh my goodness, Scorpio, I see brilliance. Yellow is all about cheerfulness, it's all about happiness. I don't see any darkness here. Okay, and you got the goddess. Okay, you got the ocean goddess. Good Lord, what else do you need, my wonderful Scorpio friends? But I'm also going to pull out, okay, a strength, something that you need to surrender, okay, in order to make it, to the best. Okay, I only want the best for my wonderful Scorpio friends. So let's see what comes here. Okay, surrender to setting limits. Okay, remember, when you're studying, when you're learning, okay, there is no boundaries. Okay, you need to learn without setting limits. Okay, and when you are mastering a craft, also don't set your limits, because when I learned, okay, when I left my country to go to another country to learn, and my culture was very different when I went overseas to study. So I would need to, take away all the boundaries, the limits, because I need to open myself to learn the new culture, to learn the new ways, of education. Okay, the education in my country was very different from the country that I went in to study. Okay, it was totally different. So I couldn't set limits, because if I set limits, I'm not going to score, right? To be very honest with you, I remember when I was in the first year of in the university, my very first assignment, I failed. Okay, because I was doing, the way that I was taught. But so I learned, I didn't set limits. I went out, I learned, I asked. Okay, in fact, I became so chatty. All right. So I wasn't chatty by nature, but I became chatty. All right. So let's read what the card is here to tell you. So, surrender to setting limits. It is healthy to set boundaries in relationship. Practice expressing your needs, and remember that no is a complete sentence. So here, all right, though they're telling you not to set limits, but there are sometimes, okay, too much can also make you not go too far. Okay, or you may go out of whack. So learn as much as possible. Don't set limits. Okay, as they said. Okay, it is healthy to set boundaries in relationship. So set some boundaries, but don't set too much as well, because you'll be limiting yourself, especially here when you're going to learn. Okay, but when you learn too much, you get confused. All right, so take what resonates. All right, set some boundaries. See, like what she's doing. Okay, she got everything right there, but she's still taking time, okay, to look at the other side and say, all right, do I need this, or should I say no? But if you're going to put too much, you're also going to limit, because your bag is going to be heavy. So take what has. Okay, some of you may have difficulty to say no, so this is something that you might want to say no at certain angle, but also keep your vision open. Okay, keep your vision open, but take what you want, but and leave the rest. So see, what is your end goal? Okay, what is your end goal? Your end goal is to achieve your accomplishment. Now go with that. But along the way, there will be other things. You know how the computer, I'm sure all of you used the computer before. When you log in something, you will get your messages, but then as you scroll down, there are a lot of other things, and then it just becomes dilute until you don't even know what you started for, right? So this is where you need to set your limits. Okay, set your limits to what you want. Don't scroll too much down, because it'll get too dilute. All right, scroll a bit, learn, okay, live, go into the next portal, go learn, okay, live, go into the next portal. That way you are within the circle. Okay, within the circle. And sometimes when you're chatty, I said some of you can be very chatty. When you're chatty also, your focus will not be there. So learn how to say no, and learn within that. Okay, I hope you understand what I'm trying to say to you here. Okay, so learn, but limit what your learning, your resources are. Okay, don't go off track. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Okay, so I'm going to see what angels that you can call upon to your guidance as well. So you can call upon Vanessa. Okay, call upon Vanessa. So to make your decision, okay, here, all right, to make your decision, ask yourself, which way brings me closer to the divine purpose? Okay, which way takes me away from it? So this is exactly what they're trying to say to you here. Okay, so get the knowledge. All right, don't reserve yourself there. Okay, but at the same time, once you get all that, they want you to set limits. Okay, so let's read that again. To make your decision, ask yourself, which way brings me closer to the divine purpose? Which way takes me away from it? Now, sometimes when you have too many things, too many hands spoil the soup, right? That's what they say. So when you have too many knowledge, you don't know which way to go. So that is why, don't limit what you're learning. But once you really learn, they want you to set boundaries, take what you want, and that is going to fill your your fulfillment. Okay, that is going to make your goals accomplished, because too many, you will be confused. All right, I hope that helps. Okay, now I'm also going to pick a charm for you. All right, so let's see what charm is there for you. Okay, so wow, flower, new beginning. Okay, so you have I think 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, okay. So you have a 5 petal flower. Okay, I'm not sure whether it looks like a daisy or whatsoever. Okay, so the blue, okay, clearly represents your throat chakra. So you're going to be communicating, asking. Remember, learning is not only through the books. Okay, you are going to learn through asking people. So, okay, so some of you, you might want to open your throat chakra and work on your communication, because that's the only way you learn. Okay, and also the flower is a new beginning, so you're going to have a beautiful new beginning here, as I already mentioned. Now, connect to your five senses. That is your sight, smell, touch, taste, and your hearing. Okay, I'm not sure, but I think so. All right, connect. So when you're learning, see, smell, feel it, taste it, hear. Okay, connect to all your five senses. Also connect to the five elements. That's the air, water, uh, fire, earth, and the ether. Okay, so once you are connected with all of them, okay, you're going to see things in a very different way. All right, but I see there's a lot of growth here. There's a new beginning. You're going to see things in a very different way. Okay, so pay attention to 8 and 9. So probably on August 9th, or September 8th, around there, there's going to be a change in your life. Okay, I can foresee August the 9th or September the 8th. That's going to be a change, a drastic change. So in the meantime, learn, learn, learn. Okay, so my wonderful Scorpio friends, this is your reading, and I truly hope you have enjoyed it. Now, summary of this reading is posted at the end of this video, so please take a moment to reflect on it. And if this reading resonated with you, please let me know in the comment section below, because your insight may help others in their journey. So until the next reading, I'm sending you lots of love and light. Bye.